I'm CTC Andrew Ingerson, here with CTC Megan Gore at the Cadet Tailgate. I have a couple questions for her. Do you enjoy Falcon football games?
Well-known issue at the United States Air Force Academy that cynicism affects many cadets, specifically towards football. After interviewing cadets, we have discovered several changes we can make to tailgates and football games in order to increase morale and decrease cynicism in the cadet wing.
Thesis: the morale at Falcon football games is currently very low, which directly influences cadet cynicism. To improve morale, we increase cadet satisfaction through the implementation of certain changes at our squadron tailgates.
At the tailgates, we receive different perspectives on the football games.
Do you enjoy Falcon football games?
I enjoy them, but I think they could be made more fun.
Games themselves, I enjoy thoroughly. I think a big thing is just the tailgates, showing up 4 hours early and just hanging out for 4 hours is kind of brutal. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you look right now, people aren't very warm. They're pretty cold. So it's like the uniforms and stuff.
Do you like football games here at the Academy?
I like the football games, but the tailgating gets a little old and boring.
Like so far, I haven't enjoyed a single football game. So.
Squadrons have implemented the following changes to improve attitudes of cadets at our tailgates. The first topics we will discuss are the implementations of fire pits and varying food selections at cadet tailgates. Due to the upcoming cold weather, my squadron purchased 2 fire pits and brought them to the game. Here are a few cadets' reactions to the changes.
Think about the fire pits at the football tailgate last game.
I thought they were a godsend. I mean, especially since we all had to be in flight suits and most of us did not have a flight jacket. We were doing the March of the Penguins huddle to try to keep warm before the fire pit showed up. And then once it did, the tailgate became infinitely times more enjoyable.
Yeah, we went from freezing to not freezing, which is generally a good thing, so I'd say that morale went up.
I think it was a really good thing to have a big food selection. I definitely enjoy food, and I know a lot of the cadets do, and having a lot of choices is a major benefactor in morale.
I was really impressed to find out that one of the guys on the MWR staff spent his own money to do it, and I thought it was a really great idea. It was sort of leadership.
Do you think that it had an impact on morale during the tailgate?
Oh, there was no question. Everybody was huddled around that fire pit, and they were laughing and having a good time because they were finally comfortable again.
Do you think that the wide selection of food that we had at the last tailgate made an impact on cadet morale?
I think it did, because just eating Mitch's every single tailgate, and that's the only thing that they give us is burgers, tends to get old, and near the end of each tailgate, cadets kind of want a variety of stuff. So we decided to get, cookies, muffins, that type of stuff, breakfast burritos, just to keep our people happy, and it seemed to work out. People were pretty happy, and the morale kept up, so yeah, it worked out.
Our squadron cadet leadership provided feedback to our permanent party, explaining the importance of their attendance at sporting events and its effect upon cadet morale. Here are a few cadets' opinions on permanent party involvement.
I think it's really helped. We were able to interact with our AOC and AMT outside of a purely professional setting. Like if you have to go for a punishment or a reward, it's nice just to be able to see them in a not as professional setting and get to know them. And it's nice to know that they're truly invested in the squad and they're out there with us when we're doing the mandatory events that not everybody necessarily wants to go to. And I think it makes people want to show up to the tailgates more, because if your leader is there and he's showing that he can do it, you can do it too.
I feel like it has. It's good to see them out there even though they don't have to be out there. Just having a good time, socializing with the other cadets. I feel like we've grown closer to them in like a professional way.
Makes me real happy and more motivated to go to football games, because now that I have my AOC and AMTs that aren't really mandated for these games, going to the games, it makes me more motivated and feel like it's a better thing for me to be going if they're going.
Recently, my squadron's MWR staff and I orchestrated a combined tailgate with Squadron 40. This allowed both MWR staffs to combine funds and provide a warm meal consisting of bacon, eggs, sausage rolls, and coffee before a cold, early morning football game. Here are what some cadets thought about the tailgate.
I think it worked pretty well because there was more people and there was more food there, so they're better able to make more and more exciting food, which having a good meal before the game helps me be in a better mood and be more excited for the game.
I thought it was a really good idea because, I mean, we got to combine again with our old freshman buddies. I was a freshman then, so it was really cool to be able to have that chance to talk to other people in a more relaxed environment. And then the food was a lot better because we got to kind of combine our MWR staff. So I thought it was a pretty good idea. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I thought it was definitely a good idea because, one, like, we had more money. So, like, combining the two MWRs, we were able to give better food, different food, stuff like we wouldn't have had otherwise. It enabled us to, you know, interact with 40, something that we don't necessarily do on a regular basis. So that was cool. And just being able to interact with this, you know, different squad, the different food, like, it's just, I think it was an overall better experience, and I think if we could definitely do that again, it'd be something worthwhile.
Thank you.
I did like it. It was cool how we got to interact with the other squadron, and the food was way better because I think we combined like the funds. I don't know. So the food was way better, and it was fun being able to talk to them. And it's kind of good to get out of the squad sometimes.
Thank you.
I thought it was a great idea. Because combining tailgates allowed me to talk to other people I haven't seen before and get to know some people. Also, it allowed them to combine MWR funds, which makes better food. Because right now we just get food from Mitch's that's not really too good. And if we get combined funds, we get like special things like quesadillas or burritos. So I thought it was a great idea, and I hope they do it again.
By implementing the use of fire pits at the game, we identified and fulfilled our cadets' needs to be comfortable in respect to weather. This can be seen as an example of one of the 5 theories of motivation, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maslow's theory states that engagement comes from appealing to one's needs, and if a need goes unmet, people will continue to remain disengaged. Maslow places all of a person's needs into a 5-category hierarchy or pyramid of needs. He pronounces that these needs must be met from the base of the pyramid up. Not freezing to death, or at least being relatively comfortable at tailgates, would be considered by Maslow as a physiological or basic need that must first be met in order to increase cadet engagement. A squad mate and I were also able to provide elk burgers, donuts, and cinnamon rolls for our squadron's tailgate. While cadets' basic needs for food was already being met, the variety of food available at the tailgate helped increase cadet satisfaction compared to previous tailgates.
you